Have you ever sat in a quiet room and wondered why life feels different after 60? Not bad. Not hopeless. Just different. The house is quieter than it used to be. The phone does not ring as often. The people you once took care of are busy with their own lives now. And sometimes, even when everyone says you are lucky to be retired, you still feel something inside that is hard to explain. Most people talk about getting older like it is only about gray hair, doctor visits, and slowing down. But they rarely talk about the silence. They rarely talk about waking up and wondering, where did everybody go? They rarely talk about how strange it feels when the world keeps moving fast, while you feel like it stopped asking you to come along. Maybe you have felt this too. And before you ignore this, think about your own life for a moment. When was the last time someone asked you how you were really doing, and waited long enough to hear the answer? Because this video is not about being afraid of age. It is about not waiting until it is too late to protect your peace, your heart, your relationships, and the part of you that still wants to feel alive. After 60, life starts telling the truth in a different way. It shows you what matters. It shows you who stayed. It shows you what you kept putting off. And sometimes, it shows you the pain you were too busy to feel before. There is a man named Robert. He is 72 years old. He lives in a small home in Ohio. Every morning, he makes coffee, turns on the television, and sits in the same chair by the window. His wife passed away 3 years ago. His children call when they can, but they have jobs, kids, bills, and their own problems. Robert does not complain. When his daughter asks, "Dad, are you okay?" he says, "I'm fine." But he is not always fine. Some days, he opens the fridge 3 times even though he is not hungry. Some days, he walks to the mailbox just to have a reason to step outside. Some days, he hears a car pull into the neighbor's driveway and remembers when his own home used to be full of noise. And this is the part nobody talks about. Many seniors are not asking for much. They are not asking for the world to stop. They are not asking their children to give up their lives. They just want to feel remembered. They want to feel useful. They want to feel like their story still matters. But here is what many seniors discover too late. If you keep saying, "I'm fine," when you are not fine, people may start believing you. Not because they do not care, but because life is loud. People are busy. And sometimes, they miss the quiet signs. So the first thing to understand after 60 is this. Do not disappear inside your own silence. You do not have to tell everyone everything. But you need at least one person who knows the truth about how you feel. A son, a daughter, a friend, a neighbor, someone from church, someone from the senior center, someone you trust. It is not weakness to say, "I have been lonely lately." It is not weakness to say, "I miss having someone to talk to." It is not weakness to say, "I need a visit." Sometimes, the bravest thing an older person can do is speak honestly before the loneliness becomes too heavy. And by the end of this video, you may look at your own life differently. Because the second lesson is just as important. Do not wait for a crisis to rebuild connection. Many people wait until something goes wrong before they reach out. A fall, a hospital visit, a bad day, a holiday spent alone. But peace after 60 often comes from small connections built before the hard moments. A 5-minute call, a walk with a neighbor, coffee with an old friend, a birthday card sent by mail, a simple message that says, "I was thinking about you today." These little things may not look big from the outside, but inside the heart, they can feel like light coming back into a dark room. Maybe there is someone you have not spoken to in years. Maybe there was a misunderstanding. Maybe pride got in the way. Maybe both of you are waiting for the other one to make the first move. But ask yourself this. At this age, what is more important? Being right or having peace? That does not mean you should let harmful people back into your life. Some doors need to stay closed. But some doors are only closed because nobody had the courage to knock. And sometimes, the smallest change after 60 can bring back peace. The third lesson is this. Stop saving all your joy for someday. When you are young, you think someday is endless. Someday I will take that trip. Someday I will call that friend. Someday I will write my memories down. Someday I will sit on the porch and watch the sunset without rushing. But after 60, someday starts to feel different. Not scary. Just honest. You begin to understand that life is not guaranteed forever. And that truth should not make you panic. It should make you pay attention. Wear the nice sweater. Use the good dishes. Play the music you love. Sit outside in the morning sun. Tell your grandchild the story they have heard before. Take the picture, even if you do not like how old you look. Because one day, someone may treasure that picture more than you can imagine. There is a grandmother named Linda in Texas. She always hated being photographed. She would wave the camera away and say, "Not today. I look tired." Years later, her grandson found only a few pictures of her. He did not care about wrinkles. He did not care about her hair. He just wanted more memories of her face. That is what we forget. The people who love us are not looking for perfection. They are looking for us. So do not hide from life because age changed your face, your body, or your speed. You are still here. And being here is not small. The fourth lesson is one many older adults learn quietly. Your value is not gone because your role changed. Maybe you are no longer the person everyone depends on every day. Maybe you retired from work, and suddenly nobody needs your opinion at 9 in the morning. Maybe your children make their own decisions now. Maybe the house you once managed is quiet. Maybe the job title is gone. Maybe the uniform is in the closet. Maybe the business card means nothing now. But listen carefully. You are not only valuable because of what you produce. You are valuable because of what you have lived through. You carry stories, lessons, mistakes, wisdom, and strength that younger people may not understand yet. You know what it means to lose and keep going. You know what it means to work when you are tired. You know what it means to love people who are not easy to love. You know what it means to bury dreams and still wake up the next morning. That kind of wisdom is not useless. It is rare. But here is the catch. Wisdom only helps when it is shared with love, not bitterness. If every conversation becomes a complaint, people pull away. But when your wisdom comes with patience, kindness, and honesty, people listen. Tell your stories. But also ask questions. Give advice. But also give room. Be proud of your past. But do not live only there. Because the younger people in your family may need you more than they know. Not as a judge. Not as a critic. But as a steady voice in a world that feels unstable. The fifth lesson is about forgiveness. And this one is not easy. After 60, memories come back differently. Things you ignored for years may return when the house gets quiet. Words someone said. Chances you missed. People you hurt. People who hurt you. The apology that never came. The apology you never gave. And sometimes, the past can sit beside you like an old visitor who refuses to leave. But holding pain forever does not punish the person who hurts you. It often punishes you. Forgiveness does not mean what happened was okay. It does not mean you must trust someone again. It does not mean you forget. It means you stop letting that old wound control every peaceful day you still have left. Maybe the person you need to forgive is someone else. Maybe it is your child. Maybe it is your parent. Maybe it is a friend. Or maybe the person you need to forgive is yourself. For the years you worked too much. For the things you did not say. For the dreams you did not chase. For the moments you wish you could do over. But you are still alive. And as long as you are alive, there is room for one more honest conversation. One more peaceful morning. One more good decision. One more act of love. Do not let regret become the main story of your later years. Let it become the teacher. The sixth lesson is simple, but powerful. Make your days feel like they still belong to you. Not every day has to be exciting. Not every day has to be full. But every day needs a little meaning. Open the curtains. Make the bed. Call someone. Step outside. Read something that feeds your mind. Write down one memory from your life. Say a prayer if you believe in prayer. Help someone in a small way. Leave a kind comment. Smile at the cashier. Ask the neighbor how they are doing. These things may seem small, but small things become structure. Structure becomes purpose. And purpose helps the heart stay awake. Because getting older does not mean your life is over. It means your life is asking you to live more honestly. Not for applause. Not to impress anyone. Not to prove you still matter. But because you do matter. Right now. In this season. With this face. With this body. With this story. Maybe you cannot do everything you once did. But you can still love. You can still listen. You can still forgive. You can still learn. You can still begin again in small ways. And that may be the most beautiful part of aging. You stop chasing things that never truly satisfied you. And you start noticing what was quietly precious all along. A peaceful morning. A familiar song. A warm cup of coffee. A grandchild's laugh. A friend who remembers your birthday. A hand on your shoulder. A simple, "I love you," before the call ends. So if you are over 60, please hear this before it is too late. Do not spend your remaining years pretending you do not need anyone. Do not let pride keep you lonely. Do not wait until the funeral to say the loving words. Do not say joy for a perfect day. Do not believe the lie that your best purpose is behind you. You are still becoming. You are still needed. You are still part of someone's story. And even if life feels quiet right now, quiet does not mean empty. Sometimes quiet is where healing begins. Sometimes quiet is where you finally hear your own heart again. And sometimes, one phone call, one honest sentence, one small act of courage can change the way the rest of your life feels. So today, after this video ends, do one small thing. Call someone you miss. Write down a memory. Step outside and breathe for a minute. Tell someone you love them. Ask for help if you need it. Or simply remind yourself, I am still here and my life still matters. Because it does. More than you know. If this message touched your heart, subscribe to Senior Life Chronicles. And in the comments, tell us one lesson life taught you after 60. Your story may help someone else feel less alone. And if you know someone who needs to hear this today, share it with them. Sometimes, the right words arrive at the right time, and they help a person keep going.